Mama Helen TV show, Mama Helen ló ti dé. Mọ́mì ti wá dé, Mama Helen ló tún ti dé. Oríṣiríṣi ara. Ó dé.
So I say grace, grace, grace. I love this grace. Oh, your grace.
What can I do if my husband refuses to support the home financially but spends lavishly in public? What do I do if my spouse shows no affection for my child born out of wedlock? Mind is a garden in itself. It has a way, of growing with whatever you feed it with. Laurel from South Africa says, how do I chase my dreams? With family demands. It has to do with planning. That is planning. And planning takes discipline. Okay? It takes discipline. And I often say this, you cannot plan towards a vague vision. What do I mean by that? When there is no target, when you don't have a vision, first and foremost, you must have a vision, concerning you. Then you must have a vision concerning your family. All right? And it is in husband and wife sitting together, saying, even with children sometimes, to say, okay, this is what we intend to achieve. And in order for us to be able to achieve this, this is our take home. This is what comes to the house. On a general note, we have to be able to put XYZ amount aside in order for us to be able to meet this particular dream or goal that we have. And then you let them know the benefits that goal is going to give, or the entire family is going to derive at the end of the day. If that is well communicated, guess what? Everyone is going to buy into it. The excitement will be there. So they know that there's a need to cut down on, food intake. Of buying of shoes and tomatoes and all the stuff and everything else. So the entire family, takes on that dream, they take on the dream as theirs because it is actually theirs. It belongs to them. It's, the father's dream is everyone's dream. So that's the way it goes. It's extremely important. Communication is the key, and make it plain. Make your vision plain and see how you can get them to also have a bite. Number 12, what do I do when my husband gets another woman pregnant out of wedlock even after our 3 kids? Linda from Abuja. Well, Linda, that is a pathetic situation. No woman wants to share her husband with another woman, evidently. However, whatever has happened has happened. That child is innocent of this act. So the child must not suffer. But certain things must be established. And the first thing that needs to happen is for both of you to sit down as husband and wife and iron this thing out. What has happened has happened. You can't do anything about it. But you can actually make up your mind on how you can then make things work. You can make up your mind on how you can make things work moving forward. And what do I mean, by that? All right? The man must never have any contact with that girl again. That's just it. Because it can rekindle the same lost element that produced that child. Okay? You want to ensure that. And the best way to do that is to find someone from you as a woman. You mustn't have anything to do with the woman either. But you can look for someone in the family who has both of you's back, who a solid, person, a mature person who will serve as an intermediary between you and the child out there. It's extremely important. You need to establish that so that whatever has to do with the upkeep of the child if the woman needs to communicate relating to the health and everything of the child, that third party will relate with you, not with your husband, with you. And then you must be willing to do everything possible to take care of that child. Again, like I said, that child has not sinned. It is the man and this other woman that have sinned. So the child must not suffer. Don't walk out of your home because of that. Don't leave your home for that Jezebel. Okay? That means she has won. If you walk out, then she's going to find her way in. Guess what is going to happen to your children? Your children will now become strangers in their father's house because mommy decides to leave. So you're not going to do that. You're going to stay in the house. You're not going to make it a quarreling bit as well, driving him out of the house and creating problems. You are going to sit down and dialogue and work this thing out just as I have earlier advised. And by the special grace of God, peace will reign in that home in Jesus' name. Number 13, what do I do if my spouse insists on marrying a foreign partner in the name of betterment of the family? Joy from Kano. This is terrible. A lot of our people are doing it overseas, and it is terrible. Okay, and just in the name of getting papers to be able to remain in the US, for example, or in the UK, they could get married to somebody, just to ensure that. And what I even hear now is that some of these girls now, they refuse letting them go after. Okay? And then the woman gets kicked out, or she's forgotten in Nigeria. Meanwhile, he promised that once he gets there, after a while, he's going to send for her. But then our situation becomes something else. So you need to advise against that. It's not the right way to go. Pray about it. A lot of things, can actually happen these days. There are so many things that are available. For example, if you go to Canada, if you're a technocrat, if you have a degree, you can easily, get absorbed into their society, get a job, and live a life as well. I know that America now is very difficult to be able to achieve that. But please, don't go and marry one woman just because you need to get a stay. Don't create problem, with your family at the end of the day. What do I do? If I discover that my wife didn't know how to cook, but gets help from the eateries until the lockdown exposed her. Patrick from Liberia. Oh my God. You see, this is what we're talking about now. People not being honest about who they are before they finally tie the knot. It's wrong. It's not something that should be celebrated. It's wrong. Patrick, well, now you know. Okay, that madam does not know how to cook, but I'm sure there are other things that are good about that woman that you saw that made you to finally say this is the woman, because cooking aspect is not the only thing, right? Our ability to cook is not the only thing you saw. In fact, you never even saw that to start with. So there must be other attributes about this young lady that adhere her to you, and then you finally married her. So concentrate on that. See how you can. She has been managing that for a while. She must have been a very good manager. Now, if you know how to cook, maybe you can help out in that sense then. Especially with the lockdown, okay, you can help out. In Africa, men says, no, it's only, women. Do you know, my husband lives in America with his wife. And my husband is, my brother. My brother lives with his wife in America. And they are, they are having a wonderful boy. Now, I'll tell you what I mean by that. Because my husband is a good, my brother, I don't know why I keep calling my husband. Lord have mercy. Is my husband calling me right now at home or something? I don't know. Daddy, don't call me now, okay? Your wife is busy. Maybe that's why, maybe there's connection somewhere. Anyway, so my brother knows how to cook. He's a very good cook and all that. So sometimes he goes, to the kitchen and cook. And sometimes he will cook for the entire family, for the children and all that. Everyone actually waits to see Daddy cook. It's a good thing. So, Patrick, All right, get to you know, that's what it means, for better, for worse, right? All right, help out in that department. And woman, all right, also do a bit of help yourself also in that regard. At least, you know, make sure there is food at home at all times. Okay, work with your husband in that area. Number 15. What do I do if my wife is a radical feminist and is struggling to take my place? Prince Will from Abuja. Radical feminist. Now, the word feminist, there, you know, sometimes when people say, you know, he's feminist and all that, they don't know that it isn't that the woman is only, she's gender biased. In other words, thinking only about the woman side of life. No, she is not gender biased. So the word used, feminist, I think I need to correct that. Feminist means that you can tolerate both sex, okay? That's what it means. It means that you're not gender biased. You know, I mean, you respect the place of a man and you respect the place of a woman. However, if this woman is not taking it out of proportion, she's misbehaving and she's not doing what she's supposed to do, then the next thing that I would like to say to her is for her to have a rethink. And for you, man, all right, if you had given me some examples, that would have helped me. But I just would like to say that there must be something you saw. You saw a woman who is self-driven. You saw a woman who is passionate about her dream right from the get-go. All right, sit her down and let her be able to articulate her points. And then as a husband, then come in and say, honey, there are better ways we can go about this. You know, I feel, you know, I don't feel okay the way you go about this. You make it look as though as if, you know, where there's competition in this house and then we're, you know, it's like you want to take my place. And so on and so forth. I do not think, I'm yet to see where a woman takes the place of a man. It's a real thing. It doesn't happen. I think most times it's in our mind. Our mind tends to tell us that the woman is trying to take my place. Or sometimes a third party, you know, who is jealous of your spouse will start feeding you with wrong information, giving you impression as though as if your wife is trying to take your place because you are married to a strong woman. Does not mean that she wants to take your place. She just loves to be herself, just like you love to be yourself. But if you're having challenges with some things, you can both sit down together and hire things out on how you want things to be handled, as it were. It's extremely important. I can go on. You know, we have a comedian in the house.
They became Emmanuel.
Yeah.
The original name.
Yes.
Dedicated for what
Yes, but you know, say because of branding.
because of branding, Imaralo exclusive. Now, aside comedy, what do you do?
First of all, I'm married, and because marriage now work.
Can you please break that down a little bit?
My brother, when I say marriage now work, you know, say that woman where you marry for like 30 years, she don't live her life. You, maybe 35 or 33, 20 something, you don't live your life. When I to come meet the behavior of the character, if you don't balance and God know your back.
Or the behavior of the character, I don't understand. Break it down.
The behavior of the character, see, as a man.
The behavior and the character.
Because get the kind of wife where you go marry. When mama they talk, mama say one lady, the husband for the lockdown, and they can't notice say she knows sabi cook. What is the guy called the guy called a shock? He don't say now. Me now for the lockdown, I learn one thing. I learn how to boil water. I just boil water steady. You understand?
Okay, so how do you handle the kids and your work line, your wife, and everything together?
My brother, if I talk that one, now next year will come up for you. But very serious matter. See, believe in yourself. This matter will you ask me, so I could come up for house. I could go in Nere Junction for inside Warri, Delta State, Nigeria. One guy called the quarrel with the other guy. Say, guy, no peace for this country. The other guy tell him, say, my brother, peace day. He say, nah lie, peace no day they drag. One mama will sit down corner 9 cause, hey, why wanna they drag? peace dey only one place for this country. Nothing. They come ask the mama, say, mama for where? Mama say, if you dey go Ore, you must stop peace. So peace dey Ore. So make the carry Ore come worry.
Okay, make enough for square in Maralo. As it be like this now, so you don't look at that day.
Yes.
Make now for the house, if at all. Now, I want me you stress on the need as a comedian for people with they out there, make they double their hustle. She understands.
My brother.
Because now you are a comedian. The other things where you be just the least amount if at all, me they stay.
No, when I talk, okay, I'm a fashion designer. I made what I'm wearing. Anywhere they go, I'm proud of what I do. So I have this behavior of my personal character, like I talked before. See my tape. With the way the country they go, you must do to even His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Delta State, only in a doctor, only in a senator, only in a governor, only in a married man. You cannot do one thing in this country, my brother, and succeed. You cannot do one thing in this country. See, my brother, now, I don't tell you, believe in yourself. Nobody's better than you.
That's right.
Proverbs 23 verse 7 says, as a man thinketh in his heart,
So is
and
it.
so it be. Now, when we did back in the days for school, I not to read for the course as a sharp guy, worry guy, I could just they copy somebody work. Again, one guy they always the cash okumagba, just enter the hall. I wish you the same. As the guy entered the hall, say, hey, I just hear the guy voice, hey, young man, what are you doing? And my head they like this. So I know if you just, as a sharp oribo, if I turn my head, I don't fall my hand. I say, son, so my head be. So he won't try to turn her, because the liver, you go wound me or you go wound me. You know, say God, they do miracle anytime. Make it for no loss. He go carry the small girl where they copy from, come on for here, keep for here. So my head still there like that, because I don't read, I call the right short hand. I can't notice say I no coffee the right again. My head call the tone small. As I don't know say they my back now. Yeah, hey, what are you? I say, sir, the Lord just did the miracle. God they do miracle anytime my neck they turn. My brother, make it for no loss. Like this, as we did like this inside here. Are they happy when you see the program? See the way mama they talk. See, my brother, marriage. There's difference between bachelor and manchelor. It get what you don't say as a guy man. No, if you say you be bachelor, you be manchelor. See, when mama they talk about teenage, all those teenage behavior back in the days where still they come once go into a relationship or just they start. And thank God I'm married. I have a son and I'm expecting another twins. You know, based on the matter. So make it for no loss. Again, won't get what I like wait that time. I go to get their house for GRA for a firm who wear local government. As I go there, I go see one man sit down for her side. Based on the girl tell me say, Papa, they very harsh. Now I could demand for us. I go say, come. The man could look me. I say, come. The man come with me. I say, I beg. Hey, I won't see Sandra. Sandra tell me say, Papa, ash away. I beg take this 100 naira. Help me check whether the Papa dey. If Papa no dey, call Sandra. The man go say, okay, they come. Go enter the house. He can't come back. Go say, Sandra, say me you come inside. Now come inside. People of God. People all over the world. As I enter, Sandra called they look me like this. Sandra wonder, she's surprised the kind mind. You know, so worrying they carry last now. She just say based on the worry matter now to enter the house. She go to they look me. I said, Sandra, how are you? Man, now when I get man, I said, Sandra, now my papa, they flogged 4 years more my destiny. I tell you, my brother. But like this, you know, I always talk this thing anywhere I go, any day, anytime. And the courage what you get for life, now go help you achieve things for life. Nobody better pass you. Only you by yourself for yourself. If you make yourself progress, when God dey your back, because if you see that you get power, you know. See, my brother, the way you did like this, if I ask you one question now, you know, say I want advice after this lockdown. I beg all the men. The 7 golden rule you must keep for your wife. Because when mama they talk about marriage, the things sweet me well for body. You as a man, 7 golden, the number 1 golden rule, you must give your wife money for no reason. Number 2 golden rule, give a mama money for no reason. Number 3, you as an individual, give your wife, sister money for no reason. Number 4, give your wife a massage, give her a treat as a man. This lockdown men they ask. Number 6, make sure say you give her breakfast on bed before she wake up. Don't give her breakfast. I believe that they talk the women mind. Then the 7th one, you know, say 7 is the number of perfection. Even the children of God, they went around the wall of Jericho for that flat. You as a man, this 7th one, if you try them, you'll make heaven. Just give your wife a blank check. Make she just sign anything.
Oh, yes.
The men, am I saying your mind?
Ladies and gentlemen, wherever you're watching from, it has been a very wonderful time with the very fantastic comedian, a fashion designer, MC Imaralo. Imaralo, your teeth.
My brother, the way you dey praise me, no go praise me for you can't hype me past the way my hair pass go see me. Oh. Go praise me like saying I mean what help my hair pass. My hair pass, I beg.
Okay, wherever you're watching from, jam your hands together and celebrate the wonderful MC Imaralo. At this junction, we'll go back to our mommy, Helen.
Thank you, Chikube. Thank you, wonderful comedy. That was awesome.
Thank you.
I really enjoyed myself, and I want to believe that everyone out there watching, you've also enjoyed yourself as well. I have a caller. Where? How are you? Hello, how are you today?
I'm very fine, thank you. Good afternoon, Mommy.
Good afternoon.
I'm Jeremiah from Lagos.
Jeremiah, how are you? It's nice talking with you.
Okay, Mom, I want to find out if between the husband and the wife, who should be the person managing the finance? If the woman seems to be the best person with that hand.
Okay, now, in answering your question, I want to ask you this question as well. Who is a better manager of fund? Who is a better manager of fund in the home front?
My wife.
Then that says you've already answered the question. See, if your wife is a better manager, then it's better to allow her manage the fund so that you can have something to live on in the nearest future. In my home front as well, I'm a better manager of fund. Okay, and I believe in saving. I think it's an innate. It's something that I grew up with, and I love to do. I believe in establishing things, property and so on and so forth. That's who I am as an individual. And you can't acquire wealth without saving. You must have the habit of saving. So if your wife is the best person to manage fund, allow her to do that. Yes, as a husband, you should be able to sit down with her and have, a roundtable discussion on how you intend to save and to plan toward, have a solid plan towards that funds that is being managed by her. That is extremely important. However, it is better to leave it with someone who is a better manager. Thank you for calling. God bless your heart. So the number 16 question, it says, how do I deal with a dirty spouse? Oh, Jehovah. That is a serious matter. And I'm sure, sometimes people think it's only women that are dirty. But men too, sometimes men don't know how to pick things after themselves. They believe it has to be the woman to do so. But women must, it is a must. A woman must maintain the cleanliness of that house. Men generally don't like when they come into the house and the whole house is dirty, is unkept. Maybe the child's or your children's pants are all over the place, diaper flying through the roof, and so on and so forth. It puts a man off, generally. My husband, for example, right from the gate, he can already perceive the smell, the aroma of the house is very important. So when I know he's about to enter the room, my children know it. I have a particular perfume. You see me, I'm going out there trying to, circulate the hair with a beautiful perfume. So you must keep the house clean. There's no there's no gainsaying. And then the best way to do is to communicate. Let her know. Don't talk her down by communicating that with her. Praise her of those beautiful qualities that you love about her, and then chip this in. It will go a long way. There is another caller here. Okay, you have a voice. Go ahead and talk with me.
Hello.
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 Hello. I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. My fiancée.
Oh, yes.
She has always
can you
told me
tell
that she's very, very lazy.
Okay, you're trying to talk. Okay.
She doesn't like washing. She doesn't like cooking.
Okay. All right. First and foremost, where are you calling from? May we please know you?
Okay. I'm calling from Oreope.
Okay.
My name is Boss Daniel.
Okay. Daniel, thank you very much indeed for calling. Well, so your fiance, has been very honest enough to tell you weak points, which is very good. Now, the question I want to ask you is that, are there other things about her that you love? Are there other things about her that you love? Because when you are trying to make up your mind, because I think that's the level where you are now, and that's why you're asking this question. When you're trying to make up your mind in terms of marriage and all that, the best thing to do is to have your pros and cons. What are your pros and cons? The pro aspect has to do with the things that, the qualities, the things you love about her, the thing you adhere to, the thing that easily turns you on about her. What are those things? Have those things listed out on one hand. Then the second aspect are the things that you don't so much like. If the positive end outweighs the negative, then here you go. You have your decision there. Then you can undo that, okay? But if the negative side seems to swallow up the positive side, then, okay, you need to have a rethink. The fundamental issues needs to be, you need to look into the fundamental issues. It's extremely important because you don't want to do something that you later regret, tomorrow. So it's extremely important that you look into that, okay? But if it is, okay, fine, she feels lazy, but there are other things that you love about her. So it means that by the time you are married, you'll be able to complement that aspect of her that is weak. God has never brought two people together who seems to be strong the same way. It doesn't happen. And that's what he says, he would bring you an helpmate. What that means is that he would notice that there is an aspect, let's take as an example, a man would have a particular quality that could be missing in the woman. Okay? And the woman will have some qualities that might be missing in the man. So it is in both of you teaming up together as husband and wife that becomes complementary. And when that happens, let me tell you, people will never be able to know either weakness, as it were. They will never be able to know the areas of weakness of the man or the woman when you both team up together to build a solid home. But when you make yourself two instead of one, then before you know it, the aspects of your weaknesses or areas of weakness would now start showing. Okay? So always have it at the back of your mind. You can't have it both ways. The man where you are strong, your partner might be weak, and where you are weak, your partner might be strong. And it is you coming together to live as husband and wife that makes a difference. There is no room for divorce. God hates the divorce, and that's in Malachi. So even if there is adultery, you can still sit down and work things out. The reason why a woman will repeat one thing over and over again is because you refuse to listen. So we need to intentionally, okay, make a room for our children. What goes on in the bedroom is between daddy and mommy. Children are not supposed to be led into this. For a child, they don't necessarily listen to what you say they should do, but they take a cue from what they see you do.
Mama Helen, you to take you higher, it's to build your home, make you smile again, keep a day with Mama Helen and you.
Mama Helen and You, showing on the African Broadcasting Network.